guys, in today's video, you will see Vegeta overcoming the power of Ultra Ego. He will do this hidden from Goku after his rival reaches the legendary Orange form. Remembering, if you haven't seen the story of Orange Goku, I will leave the card above and in the description. But before starting the story, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Have you done that yet? So let's get started. On planet Earth, Vegeta had always been a proud warrior, seeking to surpass himself and everyone around him. He knew that Goku had managed to reach a new level of power with Cabba's help in Universe 6, and this made him uneasy. Even though he had progressed a lot with Ultra Ego, he felt that there was something more he could learn, something that could make him even stronger, and he didn't want to do that with Goku around, nor share this moment with his rival. After finishing the meal at Bulma's house, Vegeta began to think about how he could perfect his ki control, something that Goku had demonstrated with his new transformation. He remembered how Cabba and the other Saiyans of Universe 6 were able to transform without the need for anger or explosive emotions. Vegeta realized that in order to truly master Ultra Ego, and perhaps even achieve a form similar to Super Saiyan Orange, he would need to learn to control his energy in a manner similar to that of the Saiyans of Universe 6. It was then that Vegeta, already on Beerus's planet, made a decision. He would go to Universe 6, but without Goku's knowledge. He would need Whis' help to make this journey without attracting too much attention. The next day, Vegeta found Whis in a secluded area of Beerus's planet. Goku was distracted by other activities, probably training on his own, and this was the perfect chance to put his plan into action. Vegeta spoke. "Whis, I want to go to Universe 6. I need to learn to control my Kai like Cabba and the other Saiyans do. But Goku can't know that." Whis, ever the observer, smiled with a slight gleam of curiosity in his eyes. "Interesting, Vegeta. You're finally admitting that you can learn something from the Saiyans of Universe 6. But why hide it from Goku?" Vegeta replied with a determined look on his face. "I need to surpass Kakarot. I can't let him keep advancing while I'm left behind. This is something I must do alone." Whis, understanding Vegeta's determination, agreed. "Very well, Vegeta, I like your ambition. If you're determined, I can take you to Universe 6 without Goku knowing." And so, with an elegant movement of his hand, Whis summoned the transport cube. Vegeta quickly climbed in, eager to begin his journey. Whis followed close behind, and in the blink of an eye, they were off towards Universe 6. And after a few minutes, they arrived in Champa's universe, and Vegeta and Whis went directly to the planet Sadala, where Cabba and the other Saiyans of Universe 6 lived. Vegeta stepped down from the cube with confidence, but at the same time maintained a low profile. He didn't want to draw too much attention, especially since he was there without Goku's knowledge. Cabba, seeing Vegeta approaching, was surprised. He clearly remembered the respect he had for Vegeta since the Tournament of Power and the promise the Saiyan Prince had made to him. Cabba said, "Vegeta, my master, I didn't expect to see you here. What brought you to Universe 6? Vegeta, without beating around the bush, got straight to the point. "Cabba, I need you to teach me how to control my ki the way you do. I heard that you don't rely on anger to transform. I want to understand this technique and apply it to my training." Cabba was impressed by Vegeta's sincerity and, at the same time, proud to be able to help his mentor. "Of course, Master Vegeta, I'm happy to be able to repay what you taught me. Let's begin immediately." Thus, Vegeta's training began. Cabba led him through the same exercises that he and the other Saiyans from planet Sadala used, which was to channel their energy into their backs. The first lesson was the hardest for Vegeta. He had to learn to relax and let his ki flow naturally through his back, without relying on intense emotions like anger or pride. This was something completely against his nature. Whis, watching from a distance, smiled enigmatically. He knew that this type of training was exactly what Vegeta needed to reach a new level of power, but he also knew that it would be an immense challenge for him. Whis spoke. "Vegeta, you have always relied on the intensity of your emotions to release your true power. This will be a test of patience and control, but I trust that you will succeed." Vegeta was frustrated by the difficulty of releasing his ki in such a calm and controlled manner. He was not used to fighting or training without that burning fury that always fueled him. Cabba tried to calm him down. "Vegeta, think of it as a river. Your energy is like water. If you try to force it, it can overflow. But if you calmly guide it, it will flow steadily and powerfully." Vegeta began to follow the instructions, closing his eyes and trying to feel his ki moving within his body. It was a strange sensation for him, not seeking the immediate burst of power, but rather letting it flow slowly. Days passed and Vegeta gradually began to improve. He didn't like to admit it, but Cabba's technique was really working. He was feeling his ki in a way he had never felt before, a controlled, powerful, and most importantly, stable energy. Whis, always nearby, watched the progress with interest. Vegeta, you're doing very well. You're beginning to understand the true essence of ki control. It's not just about brute force, but about balance. Vegeta replied, still focused. I know that. It's just difficult for me. I've never been the type to seek balance. I've always wanted immediate power. Kaba, hearing this, said, I had to learn this too, Vegeta. But believe me, with time, this balance becomes natural. And that's when you truly become stronger. With more days of intensive training, Vegeta finally managed to feel that his ki control was complete. He could release his power without needing anger or violent emotions. His ki flowed like a calm river, and he could maintain his ultra ego without losing his stability. But there was something else. Upon reaching this state of control, Vegeta began to feel a change in his body, a different energy emerging from within him. He knew he was on the verge of a new transformation, one that combined the destructive power of Ultra Ego with the serene control he had learned. Vegeta spoke. Whis, I think I'm ready. There's something inside me, something new. Whis smiled, already waiting for this moment. Yes, Vegeta, you're on the right path. Maybe it's time for you to test your new limits. Vegeta, determined not to wait any longer, focused all his energy on his back. His body began to glow with an intense light, a mixture of the deep purple of Ultra Ego with an incandescent orange aura. He was on the border between these two forms of power. With a powerful scream, Vegeta released his energy. His transformation was complete. His hair, now a burnt orange hue, glowed intensely, while his purple aura of destruction enveloped him. It was a new form, a fusion between Ultra Ego and the orange transformation he so desired. Kaba, impressed by what he saw, was speechless. Vegeta, you did it! Vegeta, with a fierce gaze, looked at his own hands. Feeling the power flowing through his body in a fluid and steady manner, he knew that he had reached a new level, something that not even Goku had experienced. Whis, still with his enigmatic look, said, Very well, Vegeta, you have truly surpassed your own expectations. Now you have a power that combines your destructive nature with the control you so sought. Vegeta, with a confident smile on his face, replied, This is just the beginning, Whis. I will continue training until I completely master this new form, and when Kakarot finds out, he will see that he cannot surpass me so easily. Whis laughed lightly. This will be an interesting surprise for Goku, no doubt. Whis said, Vegeta, it is time for us to return to Universe 7. Goku is already starting to miss you. Vegeta, still feeling the new power pulsing through his body, agreed. Whis, with an enigmatic smile, added, And when we get there, I have a surprise for you too. I will challenge you to a fight. Vegeta smiled back excitedly. It will be interesting, Whis. I'm ready, but first, Vegeta said goodbye to his disciple Kaba with a big thank you. Vegeta never imagined that he could learn something from his apprentice. With that, they both boarded Whis' cube, ready to return. After the trip back to Universe 7, Whis and Vegeta arrived on Beerus' planet. The place as usual was completely peaceful, with Beerus himself taking one of his endless naps. Upon landing, Vegeta got off Whis' cube with a renewed posture, now with even greater confidence due to his new transformation. Goku, already on the planet, noticed their arrival from afar and approached them immediately. Goku, with his curious and always excited look, wasted no time and got straight to the point. So Vegeta, where did you guys go? I noticed when you snuck out. Vegeta smiled proudly, crossing his arms. Ah, Kakarot, you're always so attentive. Yes, Whis and I went to Universe 6, but don't worry, you'll soon understand what I learned there. Whis, observing the interaction between the two, remained calm and said, Goku, Vegeta is right. He has a surprise for you. But before he reveals it, how about a little training to warm up? Goku, with a glint in his eyes, immediately replied, Training? Of course! I was expecting that. But now I'm even more curious about what Vegeta learned. He's different. I can feel it! Vegeta just smiled enigmatically, while Whis began walking towards a wide area of the planet where they could fight without causing too much destruction. Vegeta followed closely behind, and Goku, full of anticipation, followed close behind. When they reached the training area, Whis stopped and turned to the two warriors and said, Goku and Vegeta, this training will be a little different. The two of you together against me. Don't worry, you can give it your all. Let's see how far you can get. Goku's eyes widened with excitement, while Vegeta kept his expression firm and focused. Whis was one of the most powerful beings they had ever faced, and even together, they knew it would be an immense challenge. Goku said, "This is going to be fun. Whis, you're not going to hold back, are you?" Whis replied with a calm smile. "Don't worry, Goku, I promise to give you a good challenge." Vegeta, keeping his focus, stepped forward. "Let's get this over with, Kakarot. I want to see if you can still keep up with me." The battle began with a burst of speed. Goku and Vegeta simultaneously advanced against Whis, coordinating their attacks with impressive synchrony. Goku launched a series of rapid blows, while Vegeta aimed at strategic points, trying to destabilize Whis. However, as always, Whis seemed to be toying with them. He dodged each attack with elegance, using only a finger or a slight movement to repel the two Saiyans. Goku, impressed, said, "Whis, you really are incredible. It seems like you're fighting without any effort." Whis replied as he dodged a punch from Vegeta. "Well, Goku, I'm an angel. You still have a lot to learn, but I must say you're both progressing very well." Vegeta, irritated that Whis wasn't taking him seriously, shouted, "Don't think you can underestimate us." He increased the intensity of his attacks, transforming into his Ultra Ego form. His hair turned purple, and his aura of destruction intensified. With that, Vegeta unleashed a powerful wave of energy against Whis, while Goku, in his base form, prepared a Kamehameha to complement Vegeta's attack. Whis, still calm, blocked both attacks with ease, spinning his staff to dissipate the energy. "Very good, Vegeta. Your Ultra Ego is becoming more stable, but you are still too dependent on destruction to reach your full potential." Goku, observing Vegeta's growing power, became even more curious about the surprise he had mentioned earlier. Goku knew that Vegeta would not show everything at once, but the fight was just beginning. As they continued to attack Whis with full force, Goku began to feel that if they wanted to make any real impact, he would need to unleash his true power. He knew that his new orange form was the only way to properly challenge Whis. With that in mind, he stepped back momentarily, concentrating on unleashing Ultra Instinct. In a matter of seconds, Goku's hair turned bright orange and his aura changed to a deep orange. His power grew exponentially, causing the air around him to vibrate. Vegeta, upon seeing Goku activate his orange form, gave a wry smile. This was exactly what he had been waiting for. Goku spoke now in his orange form. "Whis, this is my new form. Let's see if you can handle it." Whis watched Goku with renewed interest. "Ah, Goku, this transformation really is impressive. Your energy is much more concentrated and pure, but let's see if you can keep it under control." Goku, in his new form, launched himself at Whis with incredible speed, his attacks now much more intense and precise. Whis was still able to dodge, but it was clear that Goku had increased his power level considerably. Vegeta, watching Goku in action, decided it was time to reveal his own transformation. He took a step back and looked directly at Goku. Vegeta spoke in a defiant tone. "Kakarot, look closely! Now it's my turn!" With intense concentration, Vegeta released his power and his body began to glow with an orange light similar to Goku's. His hair, which had previously been purple in his Ultra Ego form, now also changed to a burnt orange tone mixed with his purple aura of destruction. He had finally mastered the fusion of his Ultra Ego with the orange transformation he learned in Universe 6. Goku, surprised, looked at Vegeta in admiration. "Vegeta, you did it too?" Vegeta, with a confident smile, replied, "Of course, Kakarot. Do you think I would be left behind? I went to Universe 6 to learn how to control my ki, and now I am on par with you. In fact, I have surpassed you." Whis, watching the two warriors with a satisfied smile, said, "It seems that now things are really interesting. Vegeta, you managed to merge Ultra Ego with this new orange form. Very impressive." With Goku and Vegeta both in their orange forms, the battle against Whis reached a new level of intensity. The two Saiyans, now with equal powers, joined forces to attack Whis simultaneously. Their blows were faster and more powerful than ever, forcing Whis to work a little harder to dodge and block their attacks. Vegeta launched a blast of destructive energy while Goku prepared another Kamehameha, this time imbued with the concentrated energy of his orange form. The two attacks converged toward Whis, creating a massive blast of energy upon impact. For a brief moment, it seemed as if the two had managed to pressure Whis, but when the dust settled, Whis stood there unscathed, and with a slight smile on his face, he said, "You two are truly at an impressive level now, but there's still something you need to learn about working together." Vegeta, panting but determined, shouted, "We're pressuring you, Whis! Let's see how long you can dodge!" Goku, equally exhausted but always optimistic, spoke. Yes, Whis, we're just getting started. Whis, with his infinite patience, continued to dodge Goku and Vegeta's combined attacks. But now he was starting to counterattack, launching light blows with his staff that, even with little force, were enough to throw the two Saiyans away. Each time they tried to attack, Whis dodged them elegantly and counterattacked them, showing the enormous difference in power that still existed. Even so, Goku and Vegeta did not give up. The two continued to press, taking full advantage of their new transformations. They were fighting like never before, but they knew they were still far from reaching Whis level. After several exchanges of blows, Whis finally decided to end the training. With a quick movement of his staff, he created an energy barrier around Goku and Vegeta, immobilizing them and said, "Very well, that's enough for today." Goku, still in his active orange form, spoke, panting, "Wow, Whis, you really weren't holding back, but I feel like we're getting stronger." Vegeta, despite being exhausted, couldn't help but smile. "Kakarot, it seems like our new forms have taken us to a higher level." As Goku and Vegeta panted after the intense battle with Whis, an unexpected sound caught everyone's attention. It was Beerus, coming out of his usual nap and slowly clapping his hands. Beerus said, "Very impressive, you two. But tell me something. Why so much effort to get stronger? What are you trying to prove?" Goku, confused, scratched his head and replied, "We just want to get stronger, Beerus. I love fighting and pushing my limits." Vegeta, with his serious expression, added, "I'm going to be the strongest warrior in the universe, of course." Beerus, with an intriguing smile, asked, "Are you trying to take my position as God of Destruction? Is that it?" Silence hung for a moment, until Whis began to laugh softly. Goku and Vegeta glanced at each other briefly, and soon everyone began to laugh together, including Beerus, breaking the tension. Beerus spoke with a slight smile. "Maybe someday, who knows? But for now, you have a lot to learn." And so the scene ended with the four relaxing on Beerus's planet, satisfied with their progress and camaraderie. Guys, and so we come to the end of this epic story. Did you like Goku and Vegeta together achieving their new transformation that surpasses the power of Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct? Goku and Vegeta named this transformation Super Saiyan Orange. Did you like the name? Leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Bye!